I want you to be the one on the sideline looking at everybody else and saying like, these people are stupid, they do what everybody else is doing, and you're going to be doing something different. Good morning traders, welcome back to Taicho once again. Today we're going to talk about how you can get confluence in trading. It's time to grab lunch. Well, this is not the place I was expecting to come to, but it looked appealing while I was walking by, so why not try it out? They have some udon noodle, which is going to be good. I went with something pretty simple, total of 183 Taiwanese dollar. It's like the cost right here, but let's try it out. Now, getting back to confluence, this is a topic I find very funny. Everyone is kind of chasing it, they want to have confluence, but everybody does the same thing. So what I want to share with you guys today are kind of 3 tips that can help you build confluence. Those are not going to be the obvious. Like common sense says use more indicators, place more trend lines, place more tools, do more analysis. But we want to avoid this. And I want as much as possible to back this up by tests and my experience. Here's the first tip, and that is to enter beyond a candlestick, for example high or low, whatever, with the optimal amount of pip. And that makes a huge difference. If you enter, let's say, a trade 2 pip above the high, you're going to get a certain win rate, certain profit. If you enter 5 pip above, you're gonna get something completely different most of the time. And if you enter only like a pip above, it's gonna be different. And so you need to find the optimal way in your case. And let me show you what I mean with an example. So what I want to show you guys here is an example on something I've been practicing in the past. I'm back now on Windows. This is a strategy on AUDJPY for the Asian session. And as you can see, it's been not so great since trade about 132. On the backlisting, which is pretty much like this whole year. It's been average. But I want to show you, this is the optimized strategy back in 2017 when I backlisted this. I want to show you how, depending on how many pips you enter above the high of a candlestick, the results are going to vary. So let me run an optimization on this and we'll try to see what the results are. And when I'm done with the optimization, I'm opening the graph on the computer, showing kind of the different possibilities. And interestingly enough, the one which I thought was optimal at 5, which means adding 5 pip above the high of the candlestick to enter, or 5 pip below to sell. This one is not even optimal. Say we can, if we were to add 7 pip after the high or below the low to enter a trade, who would have the biggest profit? And this can be caused by, yes, like we add confluence, or also the other factor could be that we are simply reducing the number of trades we take, and that's why we have a bigger profit. That could be it also. We get quite a lot of things here. So if we're gonna enter 5 pip above the high, we get 165 trade. 7 pip above the high, we get 95 trade, which is quite lower, but we do get a bigger profit. Okay, the difference is not that big, but we do get a pretty big profit here with a slightly bigger drawdown. Okay, so that's interesting to know. Depending on whether you want the lowest drawdown or the biggest profit, you could choose a different strategy here, okay? If we're gonna put the profit is gonna be bigger for this one. And that's what the graph shows us right here, okay? That's interesting to look at. Now I'm curious to see what's gonna be the curve or the graph when we run the test again with 7 pip above the high. And you can test for like 8, 9, 10 pip if you want, if that makes more sense. We are back outside with a beautiful sun and a hot weather. Now I want to try to find a camera store. I need to buy a new tripod for the camera. It's going to be kind of a boring adventure, but let's try to find a camera store. This one? Oh, okay, no. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Hi. Have this one?
Oh.
Okay. Okay, this one? Okay.
一定要买我的。哦，对对对，它咸的不是那个炒那个肉，它。
I'm always amazed by the level of entertainment in Taiwan. I don't know if you guys can hear, but this is the sound or the music from a garbage truck that goes around and passes to collect the garbage. So super entertaining. Love it. Okay, so quick update. I've been working here for a few hours. Was during my reaching out period, which means reaching out to different people that I want to either interview or work with, all these things. And that was productive. I'm still not done yet, but I didn't buy the tripod I was looking to buy. I'll have to go back to the store. Getting back to Confluence, how do you build this? Well, we've talked about the first thing about number of pip. The second thing you can do, and this is based on traders putting more money or more capital on trades that they take kind of as a continuation of a reversal. Are they going to see price hit a major level and then come back down? Let's get an example. But they will basically put more weight on that trade as opposed to a regular trade at the top, simply because it's more reliable. And there's been this first move, sign that the sellers are getting control, and that's a good thing to add Confluence for sure. So I know you guys like to see kind of real trade setup of this. And I've been showing you a trade a couple of days ago. Let me get on the chart right away. That was a trade on Euro AUD right here. And as you can see, the trade unfolded really well. But that's pretty much because we've been in a trending mode. Okay, we're not in a reversal kind of phase here. We're more in a trending market based on the fact that I'll show you guys the whole trade, but we've been breaking above the high. So see how price is making new highs. So we have this high right here, and then this high, and then this kind of high which has been broken here. Okay, so we always make new highs, which is very, very good because we're trading with the trend here. If the trend's gonna push, this is gonna be much more reliable than just buying here at this level, because price could reverse here. But once we break above the high, it's a sign that we'll probably go further and further. And until price does that, just goes beyond the highs or beyond the lows if it's gonna be a sell trade, there's no reason to go against it, really. There's no point of trying to sell while price is gonna make these highs. And so I would see these trades as more reliable. I personally don't do anything to add more weight or more lot on the trade. I just keep it the same, but I know these are usually more reliable. The only problem is I'm not too sure where I'm at. I kind of walked a lot before. I found this place with some milk tea to stop by, and now I have no clue where I'm at. So this is like a small street. I think there's a big street this way, which I'll try to go to, and we'll see if I can find the direction back to the camera store. Alright guys, this has been a whole day of kind of running around, going to different places and wasting a little bit of time. But let's pick this up tomorrow. And we'll come back to the morning. Now it's time to get to work. And I'm now on the lookout for a place to eat. I have no clue what's around here, but let me give you the third way to increase Confluence. And I know I said I would not get to the basic stuff and the things that I talk about all the time, but I think this one is huge. If you're not using it, you're probably not having Confluence enough. And that is to use the market phase. That's probably how I build the most my Confluence in trading, but the way I used it kind of evolved over time. So I started first of all by using only support resistance areas. There's a post on my blog about how to draw them, and that's how I used to do it back then. It's not that there's anything wrong with support resistance areas, but the principle of placing lines on your chart is a little bit limiting, so you want to be careful with that. What if price has been trading for 2 years and then it's getting really fast to your support zone, which you've identified 2 years ago? It's not going to be really worth it. And there's a lot of power in understanding what trends are and what happens when the price trends, and kind of being more straightforward whenever there's a trend. So that's the thing that I've been changing over time. And now I look at the market phase, which is what happens when it's sideways, what you do then, what happens when it's trending, what you do then. It's going to be a little bit different, and that's really important. Now I don't want to repeat myself too much, but there's a lesson in the Academy, Module 2 of Power Trader. It's a complete lesson on that topic. You guys can check it out, it's going to be linked below. So in case you guys didn't know, this is my last day today in Taichung. Actually, I'm gonna leave tomorrow, but tomorrow's gonna be a whole day of travel to go to Kuala Lumpur. But now I'm trying to squeeze a couple of things in the day, based on the fact that I have to go back to pack my suitcase later on this afternoon. So I've seen there's a shopping mall not far from here, on the other side of the railway, and I was wondering how to get there. I loaded up my Google map, and I'll try to get there right away, see what that looks like. I'm telling you, in a couple of years, the railway station here is going to be crazy. They're building it right now. Like, it looks huge. It's incredible. There seems to be kind of a market here in the morning, but now it's getting closed up for the afternoon and the evening. Interesting. Just like this, we made it to the Taroko Mall right behind me. That looks pretty big. Hopefully you can get some air conditioning because it's getting really hot outside. Looks like there's everything here. It's gonna be pretty cool, and the area seems a lot more modern than on the other side of the railway, which is interesting. Let's take a look around. Dream. Why didn't I come here before? Like all type of food, everything you could find, affordable price. It's really cool. Even that guy was happy. Wonderful. Simply for the record, I find working in Taiwan much more difficult than the other countries and cities I've been to. I don't know, there's something about the Wi-Fi that is rarely there, or when it's there, it doesn't work always that great, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, it's been easier to work in Vietnam and other places. If you're considering to come here to have the Wi-Fi everywhere, it's not the best place ever. But I still love Taiwan for other reasons, of course. Now the sun is about to set, heading back to the apartment to do a weekly activity I got to love. I don't have any other choice. Alright, now let's get to pack the suitcase. And we're good. Okay, and with that being said, guys, I'll conclude it here for today. I'm amazed when I look at the calendar for tomorrow. It's going to be a very packed day, a lot of travel. Kind of looking forward to it because it's going to be getting to a new country. And if you guys are in Kuala Lumpur or around, let me know down below in the comment. I do want to know. Give a like if you enjoyed the video today on Confluence. If you got 3 tips. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ciao.